Start.
Hello everyone, welcome to my English classroom. I am Supreeta Jha. Today I begin my class with the basic of English language, that is the English alphabet. Actually, I wish to help you with the essential of English language. My class will give you the help and support that is essential for developing vocabulary and language skills. Now, to be more precise, I wish to teach you applied grammar. Applied grammar is the application part of grammar. All of us have been learning definitions of all the different parts of grammar. Everything in grammar, we've been learning the definitions and the examples, okay? Since childhood, I think right from class 2, we start all this. In fact, the vowels and consonants start well in UKG, I think. So we all of us know all that, but the application part is the most important part, which is required, which is tested. You are tested on the application part of grammar in almost every competitive exam, in the school level exams, in the board exams, and all the competitive exams. So this is very, very important. You have to be very clear about every concept of grammar. Now, let's begin with the English alphabet. Now, here's a small confusion that I want to clear. Now, all of us know that the English alphabet has 26 letters. That is from A to Z. Now, we know that it is from A to Z, but what we have to be very clear about is that it is the English alphabet that has 26 letters. It's not 26 alphabets in the English language. Please pay attention to this and listen carefully. It is not the English language has 26 alphabets. It's wrong. Any language or English alphabet has 26 letters. Okay, all the letters together make the 26 letters together make the English alphabet. Now there is the plural form also of this alphabet. It is alphabets. Alphabet also has the plural form alphabets. Now, how to use the word alphabets? How and when to use it? Now, for example, I have an example for you here. You can say, I know two alphabets only, one of English and the other of Hindi. Okay. I know many languages, but I know only two alphabets, one of English and the other of Hindi. Okay. This means that you know all the set, the set of letters of the alphabet of each language. Hindi has a separate alphabet, English has a separate alphabet. But because we are talking of two languages, it's plural, so we say alphabets, two alphabets. But when you talk of one language in particular, it's the alphabet of that particular language. There can be many other alphabets, and there can be many letters in any particular alphabet. Now, moving forward, English alphabet has 5 vowels and 21 consonants. Okay. Now, this is again something which all of us know. Vowels A, E, I, O, U, and consonants. The rest of the letters come under consonants. Now, this division, this is very, very important. Why? Because this determines the use of one of the most important part of English grammar. This determines the use of a particular adjective in any sentence. How? This is going to determine how to use article in a particular sentence before any noun. Now, the most important thing that we're discussing today is article. Article, all of us know, it's a and the. Article is also called numeral adjective. When we start adjective, when we are discussing adjective, we'll be coming back to this again. Now, article is divided into two parts, definite and indefinite. The definite article is the indefinite is a and an. Now, through some examples, I'm going to start. Now, with the help of a few examples, I'll be showing you where to use these articles and where not to use. Okay. Now we begin with a. This A gives you the sound of a and a. Now wherever you get or any word that begins, any noun actually, singular noun. Now most important thing, a and an are to be used before singular nouns only. Now if any singular noun begins with a vowel, and here's another thing to be noted, it's not only the letter vowel, it is the vowel sound that is important. So if any noun, singular noun begins with a consonant sound, sound is the most important thing. We have to be very clear about this. No confusion at all. It is the sound that determines the use of a or an. Okay. Now, if a word begins with a consonant sound, then a is to be placed before it. Okay. Any singular noun. And then if the noun begins with a vowel sound, then an is to be used. Okay. Now let us see some example for the consonant part. Now a is used before kite. K is a consonant, so a kite, a cart, a bottle, a deer. But now here this is an exception to this, a unit. Why? Because this gives you the sound of year. Why actually? This gives you the sound of year. Now here's a small trick to understand this. If the vowel gives you the sound of the Hindi letter Y, year, the Hindi letter year, that is the Vyanjan sound, then we use a before it. Okay. Again, a useful thing. Here it's U. U is a vowel letter, but this is giving you the sound of U. Or in Hindi, you can say it is giving you the sound of the Vyanjan ya. So, a useful. Now, a one-eyed man. O is again a vowel letter, but here in this word one, it is giving you the sound of v. Or you can say in English, we write it as no, fine. We'll be clear with this "ver" only. Now, this one-eyed man. Now, it gives you the sound of "ver." So, "ver" is again a Vyanjan sound. It's not a swar sound. So, it will be a one-eyed man. Because the sound that comes is of a vowel. The sound comes of a vowel V. Ver. Now, a university. Again, university gives you the sound of university, U, or in Hindi you can say year. So, a university. A European. Again, these two letters are vowel letters, but here they give you the sound of a consonant. And in Hindi, it's year, and for English, it's E, European. Okay. Now, coming to the indefinite article and. There are exceptions in all the articles. The exceptions we'll be discussing one by one. An apple, clear? Because this is the sound of A gives the sound of O, that is a vowel sound. An egg, another vowel sound. An ink bottle, vowel sound. An ox, O is here a vowel sound. Ox. So an, here O was giving a consonant sound were, so a one-eyed. Then an umbrella, because U gives you a vowel sound a. So an umbrella. Now here, another thing. When you have the first letter is H and H is silent and the pronunciation is based on the second letter, then it is an is to be placed before the word. Here it's air, an air, an hour. H is silent. An honest man, H is silent. So these are a few examples based on which you can understand actually where to and where not to use these articles.